Ismene, dear sister, have they told you of the new decree of our King Creon?
I have heard nothing.
I thought so. Sister, there is something we must do.
Why do you speak so strangely?
Listen, Ismene. Creon buried our brother Eteocles with military honors, gave him a soldier's funeral. But Polynices, who fought as bravely and died as miserably, they say that Creon has sworn no one shall bury him, no one mourn for him. And the penalty? Stoning to death in the public square. There it is. And now you can prove what you are, a true sister or a traitor to your family.
I do not understand you.
Ismene, I'm going to bury Polynices.
Bury him. You have just said that the new law forbids it.
He's my brother and he's your brother too.
But think of the danger. Think what Creon will do.
Creon is not strong enough to stand in my way.
They mean a great deal to me, but I have no strength to break the laws that were made for the public good.
That must be your excuse, I suppose. But as for me, I will bury the brother I love.
Impossible things should not be tried at all.
Now the long blade of the sun, lying level east to west, touches with glory Thebes of the seven gates, open unlidded eye of golden day.
But now at last, our new king is coming, Creon of Thebes. In this auspicious dawn of his reign, what are the new complexities that shifting fate has woven for him?
Gentlemen, I have the honor to inform you that our ship of state, which recent storms have threatened to destroy, has come safely to harbor at last. Unfortunately, as you know, the two sons of Oedipus, Polynices and Eteocles, have killed each other in battle. Now, I have made the following decision concerning the sons of Oedipus, Eteocles, who died fighting for Thebes, shall be buried with full military honors, but his brother, Polynices, who broke his exile to come back with fire and sword against his native city, is to have no burial. No man is to touch him or say the least prayer for him. This is my command. As long as I am king, no traitor is to be honored with the loyal man. But the loyal man shall have my reverence when he is dead.
The dead man, Polynices, out there, someone, new dust on the slimy flesh. Someone has given Polynices' body burial.
And the man who dared do this?
I swear I do not know. You must believe me, it was not I. I don't know who it was, but it was not I.
I have been wondering, King. Can it be that the gods have done this?
Stop! Must you doddering wrecks go out of your heads entirely? The gods? Intolerable! The gods favor this corpse? Why? How had he served them? Tried to loot their temples? Burned their images? Yes, and the whole state and its laws with it? Money. There's nothing in the world so demoralizing as money. Down go your cities, homes gone, men gone, honest hearts corrupted, crookedness of all kinds and all for money. But you, I swear by the throne of God, the man who has done this thing shall pay for it. Find that man and bring him here to me, or your death will be the least of your problems.
Here is the one who did it. We caught her in the very act of burying him. Where is Creon?
He's just coming from the house.
What has happened? Why have you come back too soon?
Here is the woman. She's the guilty one. We found her trying to bury Polynices again. Take her then, question her. Judge her as you will. I am through with this whole thing now, and glad of it.
But this is Antigone. Why have you brought her here?
She was burying him, I tell you.
And you, Antigone, with your head hanging, do you confess this thing?
I do. I deny nothing. I dared. It was not God's proclamation. Your edict, King, was strong, but all your strength is weakness against the immortal unrecorded laws of God. You smile at me, Creon. You think me a fool, but it may well be that a fool convicts me of folly.
Like father, like daughter. Both headstrong and deaf to reason. She has never learned to yield.
She has much to learn. The inflexible heart breaks first, the toughest iron cracks first, and the wildest horses bend their necks at the pull of the smartest curb. Pride? The girl is guilty of a double insolence, breaking the laws and then boasting of it. Go, some of you, arrest Ismene. I accuse her equally.
But Creon, what do you want more than my death?
Nothing. That gives me everything.
Then I beg you, kill me. I should have praise and honor for what I have done.
But see, Ismene comes. Those tears are sisterly and sorrowful.
Ismene, do you confess your share in this crime, or do you deny it? Answer me.
Yes, if Antigone will let me say so, I am guilty.
No, Ismene, you have no right to say so. You would not help me.
But now I know what you meant, and I am here to join you, to take my share of the punishment.
No, Ismene, you are alive, but I belong to death.
Gentlemen, I beg you to observe these girls. One has just now lost her mind. The other, it seems, never had a mind at all. You there, take them away, and guard them well, for they are but women, and even brave men run when they see death coming. Son, you have heard my final judgment on that girl. Have you come here hating me, or have you come with deference and with love, whatever I do?
I am your son, father. You are my guide. No marriage means more than to me than continuing wisdom.
Good. That is the way to behave. Subordinate to your father's will. You are right not to lose your head over this woman. Of all the people in this city, only she has had contempt for my law and broken it. Do you want me to show myself weak before the people, or to break my own word? No, and I will not. The woman dies. I'll have no dealings with lawbreakers.
Father, reason is God's crowning gift to man, yet there are other men who can reason too, and their opinions might be helpful. You are not in a position to know everything that people say or do, or what they feel. Your temper terrifies them. Everyone will tell you only what you want to hear, but I, at any rate, can listen, and I have heard them muttering and whispering in the dark about this girl.
You will do well to listen to him, King, if what he says is sensible. And you, Haimon, must listen to your father. Both speak well.
You consider it right for a man of my years and experience to go to school to a boy?
It is not right if I am wrong, but if I am young and right, what does my age matter?
My voice is the one giving orders in this city.
It is no city if it takes from one voice.
The state is the king.
Yes, if the state is a desert.
Fool! Adolescent fool! Taken by a woman!
You are determined that she must die, but her death will cause another.
Are you out of your mind? Is this an open threat?
Not here. She will not die here, King, and you will never see my face again. Go on, raving as long as you have a friend to endure.
Gone. Creon, a young man in a rage is really dangerous.
Let him do, or dream to do, more than a man can. He shall not save these girls from death.
These girls? You have sentenced them both?
No, you are right. I will not kill the one whose hands are clean.
But how about Antigone?
I will carry her far away out there in some wilderness and lock her living in a vault of stone. She shall have food, as the custom is, to absolve the state of her death.
Look upon me, friends, and pity me. There is no bride song for me, nor any music.
I cannot tell what shape your father's guilt appears in this.
You have touched it at last. The blasphemy of my birth has followed me.
Reverence is a virtue, but strength lives in established law. You have made your choice. Your death is the doing of your conscious hand.
Then let me go, since all your words are bitter and the very light of sun is cold to me.
If dirges and lamentations could put off death, men would be singing forever. Take her, go! Our hands are clean.
Remember remember that I died because I would not transgress the laws of heaven.
No power in wealth or war or tough sea-blackened ships can prevail against untiring destiny.
This is the way the blind man comes. Princess, princess, lockstep, two heads lit by the eyes of one.
What newest thing have you to tell us, O Tiresias?
I have much to tell you. Listen to the prophet, Creon.
I am not aware that I have ever failed to listen.
Then you have done well and ruled wisely, king. But now you stand once more at the edge of fate.
What do you mean? Your words are a kind of dread.
Listen, Creon. I was in my place of augury where the birds gather around me. They were all a-shatter, as in their habit, when suddenly I heard a strange note in their jangling, a scream, a whirring fury. I knew that they were fighting, tearing each other, dying, and I was afraid. This was a sign from heaven.
What do you mean?
I tell you, Creon, you yourself have brought this new calamity upon us. Our hearts and altars are stained with the corruption of dogs and carrion birds that glut themselves on the corpse of poor Polynices.
No, Tiresias. If your birds, if the great eagles of God himself should carry him stinking bit by bit into heaven, I would not yield. I am not afraid of pollution.
Then take this, and take it to heart. The time is not far off when you shall pay back corpse for corpse, flesh for flesh. You have denied the dead a grave, and this is your crime. The Furies and the dark gods of hell are swift with terrible punishment for you. Not many days hence, your house will be full of men and women weeping, and curses will be hurled to you from afar. Come, child, lead me home.
The old man has gone, king, but his words remain to plague us. I am old, but I cannot remember that he was ever false.
That is true, and it troubles me. Oh, it is hard to give in, but it is worse to risk everything for stubborn pride.
Okay, take my advice. Go quickly and free Antigone from her vault, and build a top for Polynices.
I will do it. I will not fight with destiny. The laws of the gods are mighty, and a man must serve them to the last days of his life.
Oh, how fate casts down the happy and unhappy alike. No man can foretell his fate. Creon was happy once, and now that happiness is gone for him.
Your words hint at sorrow. What is your news for us?
Haimon is dead, and the hand that killed him is his own.
Tiresias, how clearly you saw it all. But look, Eurydice, our queen. Has she overheard us?
I have heard something, friends, and I fainted with all my maidens around me. But speak again. Whatever it is, I can bear it. Grief and I are no strangers.
We went to the vault where Antigone lay on her couch of stone. In the cavern's farthest corner, we saw her lying. She had made a noose of her fine linen veil and hanged herself. Your son, Haimon, laid beside her, dead by his own hand. Dead out of anger for Creon's unjust law and stubborn pride.
Oh, fate! Oh, pride! My son is dead.
Nothing you can say can touch me anymore. My own blind heart has brought me here from darkness to final darkness. My son Haimon is dead because of my civic wisdom.
The burden you carry in your hands is heavy, but this is not all. You will find more in your house.
What burden worse than my son's death shall I find there?
The queen is dead.
Oh, pity! Oh, true and more than I can bear! Oh, my wife! My son! Lead me away! I have been rash and foolish. I have killed my son and my wife. I look for comfort. My comfort lies here dead. Whatever my hands have touched has come to nothing. Fate has brought all my pride to a tot of dust.
There is no happiness where there is no wisdom. No wisdom but in submission to the gods. Big words are always punished, and proud men in old age learn to be wise.